On the bluff and a snap fold by Loon. Wow.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Home Game Poker, the ladies' night. I am your Injit speaking, and today I've a very honorable guest in my commentary booth. He is the man we call Poker Akong in our group. He cashed over 60 live tourneys and earning almost close to 250k. He is our former 2014 Leisure World Poker Series main event champion, Mr. Aaron.
Thanks, Adrian. Hi everyone, Aaron here. Very nice introduction from Adrian. Appreciate it very much. Most of that 250k is honestly already gone. But yeah, very happy to be here today to commentate on the ladies' night.
So we will go ahead with the players' introduction. So on seat 1, we have Joy. So anything you know about Joy, Aaron?
Played with Joy a few times. She's quite comfortable on the table, when she plays. If you've seen one of her previous highlights, she did bluff people off trip plays. So she's definitely capable.
So on seat 2, we have Shireen. Shireen, I play with her for a few years. So I believe her playing style is quite aggressive and do not shy away from big pots as well. Yeah. So seat 3, we have PDD. PDD, anything you know about her?
I play with her not very often. Most of the time when I see her play hands, she always has it. She's always got the good.
A legit player, solid legit player. On seat 4, we have May.
Yes, May. I've known May for quite a while. Played with her in a lot of poker tournaments overseas. She's actually very serious about the game. On the table itself, she also even asks her opponents, how to play it better or things like that. So she's always looking at how to improve. She even got the main event WSOP last year.
So on seat 6, we have Joe. Joe is actually one of our co-founder from North Poker Production, and her playing style, I think we'll see what she can bring onto the table.
Yes.
Seat 6, we have Man.
Yes, Man, I've also known her for quite a long time. She's been playing poker over 10 years. Usually she travels with her husband to play, friendly home games and things like that. She also goes around Asia playing the poker tournaments with her husband. So she's very enthusiastic about the game.
So on seat 7, we have Van. So Van is, what I heard from my friend is she's a regular cash game player, playing all kind of stakes from 1-2 to 5-10. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
So quite
That's
amazing.
Quite high.
Yeah. So we'll see what she can bring onto the table. So on seat 8, we have Ava. Ava is also one of our friends, and her playing style I'm not very sure. So seldom play with her. So we'll see on the stream playing style. Then on seat 9, we have Apple. Apple, I play with her for very long. She do big bluff. She do big plays as well. And I think it will be quite interesting to see her play
Action
tonight.
player.
Yeah.
Okay, so I believe everyone's just being introduced to the game, the operations of it.
Right. So now actually we are doing briefing for the stream. So usually before starting of every stream, we will do a briefing like what needs to do, what's not to do.
Right. Yeah. I assume this is probably their first live stream game as well.
Most of them is their first stream, except for Joy. Joy actually participate in our trial stream.
Right. Yeah. So it must be quite exciting for everybody. I mean, being on live stream is probably going to affect their approach a little bit in how they play hands.
Probably.
Because they know that people are actually watching them.
Yeah.
So, some people will be very cautious. They might overfold and just try not to do too silly things on TV.
Correct.
And some people may go the other end, they might even do big bluffs and try to put up a performance.
Correct.
Yeah, and I noticed you don't allow phones on the table as well, right, Adrian?
Correct. Because I think after the cheating allegation from the Hustler Casino Live, the Robbie and the G-Man,
Yeah.
So we thought that the integrity of the game is important to us as well. So we try not to have any like conflicts or misunderstanding.
That's a good thing. I mean, just to prevent a possibility lah, of cheating or collusion or stuff like that. If people really want to cheat, there are many ways to do this lah. So I guess to try and restrict the different methods.
Right. But Aaron, have you seen a table full of ladies playing poker?
No, never. I think most of the time there hardly are any ladies. Maybe you get one or two on the table. Yeah, but I've never seen a full table of lady players.
Right.
Which is a good thing. I mean, you always want to make the environment comfortable for the ladies because there are not many lady players in our environment.
Yep.
So, trying to arrange just a ladies game only kind of makes it a bit more comfortable for them.
Well, I think the ladies out there, I mean, many of them actually are into poker.
Yeah.
Yeah, but probably they don't find too many of female players lah.
Exactly.
So most of them are playing with guys.
And even less so in a cash game lah, because a lot of times like when I go regionally for these poker tournaments,
Right.
you do see quite a number of female players.
Okay.
Exploring the game. Of course, also trying to be on TV. Stuff like that. But in terms of like all these home game cash games, there are really very few of them that are willing to play lah. I mean, for of course a variety of reasons. Number one, maybe because there might be too many males on the table. Feeling so comfortable with that.
Yep.
Being the only female player, so that might be one of the reasons. So I mean, trying to encourage females to play the game, it's also a good thing lah. So this is a very good stream. Hopefully, we can encourage more ladies to play.
Yep. So our dealer, Mr. Andy, is also one of our North Poker production crews.
我叫来是 biggest pleasure. Driving here is my biggest
So some of the lady actually came in prepared with all the makeups, the accessories.
You can tell actually some of them with the makeups and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, everybody wants to look good on TV lah. So
Right.
Same. How big already? Yeah. Going
So we are shuffled up and do our very first hand of the night.
So this is a 1-2 game, right, Adrian?
Yes. It's a 1-2 and
And everyone started with 200.
started off with 200, correct. So we see Joe calling Jack 9 suited.
In early position with Jack 9. And 1-1 decided to fold.
I believe there will be a lot of calling and limping.
Yeah.
In ladies game, I think.
Correct. I mean, not just ladies game, but also
home
usually
game.
in a home game, maybe in a
Correct.
1-2 kind of settings. Majority of the time, you get a lot of limpers, calling $2, so you go 5-way to the flop, things like that, or even 8-way to the flop.
Right.
Which might not be very common in maybe the higher stakes game or in a tournament, for example.
True. So we have Queen Club 10-6 of diamonds. So we've seen Joe having a
Yes.
straight draw, flush draw.
Joe has a very strong hand here. It's an open-ended and a flush draw. She limped first, I think, in early position pre-flop. So
And
she
she-
bet out $9.
$9 right off the bat.
It's almost about pot size. I think it's 80%.
And Ava called with a gut shot at the back door flush draw.
And the flush draw comes in.
Now it will be interesting to see how Ava will play. So at a bet of $20 from Joe, Ava called. Okay.
Yeah. Joe probably hoping to have already taken it down on the flop.
And the river is a 9 of spades.
Hitting both of them. Both of them have a 9 pair now.
Yep.
So I think Joe bet out about $30. I think she's hoping for a fold because she has third pair here. So she's probably hoping the opponent has like a flush draw same as her. So Ava
Fold
does
from
fold.
Ava.
Yeah, so she takes the pot down. First pot of the night.
First part of the night.
So yeah, but she looked pretty confident when she bet that river, the $30.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if she was confident that her 9 was good or she was just trying to show that she has a stronger hand than that. But good start for her. In a way, it's a bad thing because it kind of affected my studies. Most nights I find myself in the casino playing these things.
Okay.
Of course, losing. At that point of time, I really didn't know much about it, but I really enjoyed the game. And I think after uni, I came back to Singapore. Then some people introduced me to some other people who then we played home games. And from there,
the rest is history.
16 years later, here we are.
You got
today.
60 20 live cashes.
拿第一手牌了。
Still don't know where all the money gone.
Okay.
So for yourself, like the most debatable question is poker a game of chance or a game of skill?
Right. Yeah, I
Right.
think that's a very age-old question. And to be honest, I think everyone who plays poker will also know that there surely are some chance element here,
Right.
As much as we also understand it's a game of skill, because the good players win in the long run and the bad players lose in the long run.
Right.
So there are definitely a lot of skills. So to me, it's about 70-80% skill and about 20-30% luck.
Yeah, but I mean, if of course we are looking at long term and not determine the by one session.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like we need a correct 100 session sample size,
Yeah.
to determine a player whether it's good, bad. Yeah.
I mean, some professionals mentioned this before. That, on the poker table, you create. What it's actually meant by that is that if you have the skills enough, you know certain situations to bet or to win the pot, to kind of create your own luck there. And then by chance, then sometimes this kind of hand happens at the river. Then the guy who's bluffing hits his river or something like that. Stuff like that is then they say it's very lucky. But in the first place, it took a bit of skill. So for that guy to determine it's a very bluffable spot. Of course, the opponent ended up calling it down, but if it's a long run, these kind of spots are good for the bluffer to take. That in a way is a skill also. So it's kind of like creating your own luck to begin with.
Because I felt that there's two approaches in this game for players that are new players to this game. It's either you can take the game of chance approach, or you can do a lot of study materials and then take this game as a game of skill.
Exactly. A lot of times when you go to games, a lot of times people say, "Oh, I'm very unlucky today."
Right.
To be honest, most of the time it's not the unlucky. Most of the time you just play bad. Right. To be honest, you need to sometimes be honest with yourself. Like, did you really play those hands the best way you can? You say the guy got lucky on the river,
But I think
in the first place, were you even supposed to let him get to the river? Or
Right.
Stuff like that, right?
Right. But I think sometimes it's players don't realize certain spots to take. That's why they feel that they are unlucky.
Yeah.
Maybe
exactly.
there's probably not enough
awareness and knowledge,
correct, and
yes.
information. I would say
Correct.
also. Yeah.
So it also depends. I mean, one area that I also do talk to people a lot about is maybe your mentality and your approach when you're playing these kind of home games, right? So, in the very first place, when you play these games, what are you trying to achieve? What are you trying to achieve, or what are you trying to do? Are you here to just have a
Recreational game.
fun night?
Yeah.
When we release some steam, it's a hard day at work. You kind of come and just play some cards.
True.
Are you here?
Sorry to cut you off, Aaron. We got a three bet from Sherwin and Ava was but didn't realize it was on her.
What did she have?
King off. No, not king off. Sorry. King off is from Ava. Yeah.
So there was a 3-bet from
Sherwin. Sherwin is the 3-better.
So looking at this hand, I mean 10, 6, 5, 3-bet. I
think
the
most
3-better is going to
likely-
have a lot of going to win this one most of the time.
Yeah.
And as you can see, May as user, she was probably just hoping to hit a set. I don't think she's really going to be calling down here with bad users. Although I have to admit, sometimes I do that too, and then lose big pot. She folds. Ava has king queen. To her, she has a backdoor flush draw
And 2 overs.
and 2 overs. She may
Right.
decide to peel the flop a little bit. It would be a bit risky because most of the time the guy who's 3 betting, sharing here. May have ace king or may have ace queen, or kings or queens or aces, and then you're not very sure if you actually really want to hit your king or not.
Right.
And if you hit a club on the turn, which brings you a flush draw, the opponent again might have the ace or the king of clubs here.
Right.
So it's a very tricky situation. It might not be good for her to hit the club. Yeah, but that's how I picked up the game. I basically learned through playing, so I just played and played and played.
Yeah.
And played.
I think definitely even some players didn't read up or study online. They play and play and play. They will still learn some stuff here and there.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, experience plays a more important part than
And
anything.
also, about 15 years ago, the materials weren't that great.
Yes,
There were only there were only some books.
It's not like now. It's like
Now you have so many
information
training
is
sites.
everywhere.
If you really want to learn the game, I mean, for those of you who want to start picking up the games more seriously, just go to one of those online
training sites. Yeah,
whether it's
just
by
Google up.
Dark Corp or Featherhots or whatever.
Yeah.
Go in there; they have so much material.
Correct.
Even I think 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I also signed up Featherhots one. It was Poker Code.
Oh, okay.
I went in there and I was so amazed at all the knowledge that's shared there for
Like,
tournaments.
yeah,
I mean, some of it I know, but they went one step or 5 steps further.
So
So much
more in depth, more in depth.
And then sometimes it just makes sense, like, okay, this is why you see the stuff. They know
okay.
the slight difference between an ace 5 and an ace 6. You know, stuff like that. So it's very intriguing lah. You know, if you really love the game, you should go and invest some money to this kind of training camps.
Yep.
Like you can see here, Van has a flop top there, ace jack against queen jack.
Gut shot.
There's a gut shot for Eva,
And bet and a call.
and just like that,
Just like that.
the gut shot comes in.
Just like
Yeah.
that.
So this kind of spots is usually very tricky for ace jack because here you put your top pair, and you turn a gutter. Right, you turn a gutter, and in this kind of spots, I mean, I'm assuming Eva's gonna raise. I
think so.
Which she looks like.
Yeah, the raising chip is there.
Yeah, and in spots like that, most of the time you tend to doubt yourself in ace jack because you're not sure if that other opponent is raising here with a flush draw with a king
Yeah.
or
True.
stuff like that, or maybe they have a gut shot, queen 9, something like that. So you're not sure. So that's why in this kind of spots, it's very difficult for the ace jack.
But I think Eva went for a min raise.
Yeah.
我在想你会不会
I also do notice in this game so far all the raises are
你
already
20块都可以
yes,
扣
it's not like 2, 3x kind, 4x kind.
very gentle raises.
超困的。就想这样多人扣，全部
Is it
都
all
有。
Van has decided to go
Go all in. Oh.
She's gonna be disappointed.
Not drawing dead though. Not drawing
Yeah,
dead, but
dropouts.
but drawing very slim.
3 outs. Chop.
等一下来算啦。Queen。S Jack。
Oh dear.
要 run。
I think they decide. I don't know how many times they are running. They're still deciding. This
I think they have run once, they're
Yeah.
running once again. I think both of them want to run once again. So Eva picks up the pot.
那个还有400。他卡
So I think she's kind of back to even. I
Yep.
think she bought in for 600, so she's now up a little bit.
我不知道，我问你们安排的，我在想。
So you can see Van a bit disappointed.
But it's a tough spot, I mean, given.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
This kind of spots. And I mean, this time Eva had it. But I've also seen a lot of aggressive players that had a special raise without having the jack queen.
Right.
And it really puts a lot of pressure on the ace. A lot of times, if you don't even have the if Van didn't have the ace jack or ace queen, let's just say she has the ace 5.
Then probably it's easier
She
for.
probably will end up folding there.
But still, it's a min
Or she
raise.
might not even. Yeah, I know. That's
The
why
min
it's
raise is
tricky,
just
right?
so. It's just so. It's just so like.
No, the correct word is that it's so irritating.
Yeah.
It's just so irritating.
For me personally, I can take like big bets, but
Yeah.
if you min raise me, I was like, what?
It's very irritating.
Oh, it's like Eva raise 16.
Oh, now she has jacks.
Jacks.
There was one
Oh, 1 over. Probably will slow her down.
Yeah. PDY has a nut
Not
flush.
flush draw. And 1 over.
Eva might still bet this flop. I mean, a lot of times it's good to bet this flop. So it's three-way with the flop. One overcut. You can't always put someone on the hand that beats you. So it might be good here to also sometimes bet these checks to see where you are at. I mean, checking is also fine because then you just take away one straight up and your opponents.
Okay. So Eva decided to lead out with a 45 C bet.
And the nut flush draw calls. Man folds, obviously. And then hits the jack.
The turn card is doing Eva good. so far.
The turn has been hitting some of the ladies.
Yeah, hitting them hard.
So let's see if PDY calls this turn as well with her still nut flush draw. So Eva obviously showing a lot of strength, raise pre, bet flop, bet turn. Now she's betting 110. So she's about 110 into 140.
Yeah, right.
It's sizable enough.
Yeah. I think that will probably get PDD to 4, I think.
PDD
all in.
PDD has 148.
It's all in.
So the call is as good as an all in.
Yeah.
So she decided to continue still going with a flush draw here.
Probably like PDD thought that the ace might be alive. Maybe.
Eva is still thinking, I don't know why. But she has a set here, she's not folding.
Probably I think she just want to figure out the amount, maybe. I don't know.
Probably.
I don't know. I think just like
she's just
checking how much how much more to call.
So let's see.
I think she's calling definitely calling. Yep. And it's a draw. So Van is Eva is letting PDY decide if they want to run it multiple times. So twice.
We're running it twice this time.
I think it's twice, twice.
So I think Eva is just being nice, letting PDY decide if they want to run more once or twice.
But brick.
So Jacks take down the whole pot. So from down 200 to now up 200. Nicely done. Nice run she has.
Yep. The turn had do her good so far.
Yeah. Just now for the gut shot and then now for the set. Some thin calls, of course, in a few hands. Maybe like for example Eva with that 8. Because it's second pair when the flush comes in with the pet aboard and she only has second pair. I think that kind of hand she probably can let go. So you can see here like 8-6 offsuit there's a call, Ace-9 offsuit there's a call, 5-7-5 offsuit you call. So there are a lot of these kind of hands in usually in a 1-2 game. I mean, not just saying that it's today's female game, but most 1-2 games.
You'll see a lot of this kind of hands going in.
Again, this goes back with what I was saying just now about your approach, right? If you're here just to have fun, go ahead and call you want to call, go ahead and call.
Yeah.
It's not a very big problem.
We see May flopping the world. Nut flush
Yes,
with
nut
a redraw.
flush. Shireen has top pair with a queen flush draw, so that's quite strong as well. See if she bets. She's counting. I don't know what she's counting. She's counting something. So she bets, and let's see May flat calls. Shireen hits another jack, so she has top trips with a queen flush draw here.
And May stick it in, all in.
May has decided to bet out and go all in for $104. I think she saw that his hand being paired up and she doesn't want it to get any worse. So she decided to go all in, probably in hopes to take it down or to get one jack to call her, which Shireen has unfortunately.
Shireen also happens to have a queen of clubs, probably thinking that she might be alive for the flush.
I think if Shireen didn't have the queen of clubs, she probably wouldn't bet.
True.
Because I think she's in position, so she probably just checks it, and then the turn she bets. Or maybe on the turn May will bet out already.
Okay.
They're running it twice.
So let's see if it pairs up. Doesn't look like it.
Doesn't like it. Yeah.
Time blanks out.
You checked.
Me getting a bit of tease of checking the flop.
Queen flop also.
So far nothing goes Shireen's way.
是我是挺
去年的 Queen flop。但是我的 decision 挺快的。
So I think, just now I was talking a little bit about like tells or body language.
Yeah.
I think May is someone that
It's a season
she
player.
does. I think besides that is
我玩你会不会看我的
nothing
剧？因
much
为他
else.
他那天看我在看，他没有玩。
So it's just whether or not you want to call that river to keep her honest or not.
Apple. Sure raise.
Queen Jack. This is one of my favorite hands.
Raise to 12. So we can see the pre-flop raise is getting, increasing, like slowly bigger and bigger. From 7 to 8 to 10 to 12.
Yeah, as the night progresses, people's raising amounts always get.
Right. I think because it's due to the stack size also, like getting deeper, you don't mind seeing the flop.
That's true,
Yeah.
So 2 players have hit the jack here, and 1 with a gut shot.
有这因为我还想一下，还在一个卡。
这个我在 tournament 也是有打过一次这样，他是 king high 的 flush， 我是 S high 的 flush， 我 3 bet 他想很久很久
Oh, PDD.
，call，
Call for that shot.
他是 queen king， 我是也是 S2，
You can also hear May's sharing about her tournament
但我就一
experience.
直
Right.
So May is a very avid poker player. Like, she travels a lot in the region,
他想很久
Manila,
想很久，
Vietnam, Taiwan to play poker tournaments. I do see her a lot in those poker
我
tournaments as
我
well.
就是要打 call， 我真的
She really enjoys the game, and she doesn't really go on tilt a lot. That's something good about her. Right? And every time she loses a hand, she will ask even her opponents about what
The
she
hands,
can do
yeah.
different or stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you can tell that she's got a very learning kind of mindset.
Right.
She's very good.
And from the handle mob, I saw May is early this year taking down first place at this at Manila
阿 Bell 的，
Mega Stack.
Nice.
他
Yeah.
做 property agent 啊，
It's
他老公
5,000 pesos buy-in. Yeah. It's a super hyper turbo event. Yeah.
Yeah.
没有啦，不是啦，阿 Bell 我们很熟的跟阿 Bell，
So you can see here,
就是
Apple's
阿 Bell 他
hand
们应
is
该一直去抽烟的。
holding up. But Van is the aggressor. Van has been the aggressor from the flop. And Apple has been calling it down
年
on
龄
the
比较
flop.
大了，他孩子都
I
10多
think she
岁
should
了。
still be calling this
不
river.
过你们整个 look 很像，
See the bad
But
news.
also the straight, the Jack 10, sorry, the Queen 10 is coming. So she'll be a bit cautious about that.
他是本个杯
She
啊，
herself has one queen, so she
我
blocks
是
it.
本个杯啊。
Yeah.
Let's see if she calls this.
哦，这里不可以
She
了。
raises it. It looks like she's
Oh,
raising.
she's raising all in. Wow.
That is
Wow.
that is gutsy. You see Van?
我打1.55，数1.55吧。
I think she's feeling trapped. Like maybe Apple trapped her.
先 raise 的，所以全部女孩子喜欢。
She's hating herself for betting the river on the go ahead already.
把那边写掉。
他这一次哦，他不敢。
So what Van was saying was she wants to know the time now so that she can go and see the playback.
Which means she's gonna fold, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
I think you have to fold this really. Like, if someone's willing to raise this on the river,
Yeah, I mean it's like quite
your
aggressive move.
your jack almost beats nothing.
Yeah.
Almost beats nothing here. Like you're losing to what? Jack 8,
Yeah.
9 8, 7 8 of spades.
一表。
Right,
Then someone
right.
decides to bluff the river.
It's a
And in the
good-
first place, it's only $150 raised to a $500 pot. So it's a very valuish kind of raise,
right.
which is surprising considering Apple has only Queen
Jack, yes.
So it'll be interesting to know what she's thinking there.
But still, like, I mean, kudos to Apple for making this
that's,
move.
That's gutsy, lah. That's gutsy. She's got balls,
Yeah,
sure.
true. So PDD, raise 12, call by Joe with
Jack.
Queen 10 off and Van.
Legit hands.
3 bets. 60.
Okay, 4 legit hands.
Now here comes Ava.
Well, with the best hand, let's see if she 3-bets this. Looks like she is. Oh no, yes. Oh, Van has already 3-bet.
Yeah, Van already 3-bet. So now it's on Ava.
She's 5-bet.
Ava, I think
she
just
flats.
call. Just
Yeah.
call the 3-bet. I'm back to PDD. I think it's a good 3-bet from Van.
Yeah,
it's
of
quite
course.
sizable.
She's
Yeah,
yes.
It's quite sizable.
Yes, yes.
I like the 3-bet.
She's on the dealer button in position of everybody with
Hmm.
10. She doesn't want to take it too many way. Like,
Right.
ideally hits up, that kind of thing.
Correct.
So now she got that, hits up with
Yeah.
Ava, but unfortunately Ava has the jack. And,
Oh my god.
and she still hits the trips. Oh, she running good, huh?
Check to the aggressor. check. I think Van is like a bit cautious now.
So she checked the flop in
Yeah.
position. I think if Ava bets here, she's probably still gonna call one street and see what happens on the river.
Ava, wasting no time.
I mean, if the river is a 10, then one case. So 140, you bet 70 or 80 probably. Looks like 75. Or 100.
100 into 146. Yeah.
I think the flush draw came and then the straight draw came. She's just trying
Yeah.
to get
All
the
in.
other opponent off. But Van
Van is all
a bit
in.
more stubborn.
Oh my god.
She's going all in.
It's a non-believer.
Yeah, non-believer,
Yeah.
because Van flats the 3-bet, so maybe she doesn't think Ava has pocket jacks or even a jack.
A jack, yeah.
You can hear the table.
So actually, Van is drawing dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
哦，要看哦，对哦，还有啊，哦没有啊。
Full house by the river.
Ava.
It's unfortunate for Van.
哇，说你进水了，我去了都看你们。
So basically, Van and Ava is our friends from China.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
60了。
Yeah.
The rest are all
Means from Malaysia, then the rest are locals.
So that's one of the good things about poker. So like you really meet all sorts of people
Right.
on the poker table.
Right.
For people from all sorts of backgrounds, all sorts of nationalities.
Correct,
You know.
correct. It will be interesting to explore the culture, on the table, you're having the conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Their
So-
backgrounds are, it's really very extensive.
Right.
I mean, I played so long, I really have met a lot of people from simple backgrounds to people who are like extremely rich or maybe just very complicated
Yes.
backgrounds,
Yes, yes.
stuff like that. So you really get the full spectrum of people you meet on the table.
Correct.
You also get all sorts of characters, lah. People who are very humble, people who like to talk a lot, like to be
Who are very
arrogant.
arrogant.
Yeah, you really meet all sorts here, lah. It's a good thing and a bad thing, lah.
Okay.
Because poker, in a sense, is also some people see as an easy way to make money. So that introduces a lot of characters to the game.
True, true.
And unfortunately, you get the bottom barrel of people sometimes. People who like try to cheat in this game, try to find ways to earn money, not through your skills and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Oh, with May flopping a set.
Sharon with second pair, Joy with 2 overcuts.
Oh my
Oh,
god. Oh my god.
I think it's fair for Shireen to say she ran bad this session because
How can she escape
some
from
there's
this?
some point to
Oh my
say
god.
that she can fold the flop,
Yeah.
but it's also not wrong to come in there's backdoor flush and straight
yeah.
draws, and then she hits the six.
Oh my god.
That's really very sweet. And May actually checked the turn, trying to trap the other 2 girls. And she is.
Oh, I think it's a race.
Yeah,
I think
but
it's a
she
race.
checked first.
Yeah, she check race.
So she checked race.
Check
here.
min race.
No, 30 to 6.
60.
Oh, yes.
Check min race again. Oh my god.
What's all this min race? Very irritating.
Yeah, really very irritating.
Shireen must be like, wow, what is going on? I hit 3 6s and I get check race. Min
Min
race. She didn't get a full house, so She's probably, unfortunately, gonna pay off May on this river too.
So sick.
I mean, the 4 is quite
So
harmless
sick.
here. lah.
So sick. When May decided to go 90.
90. She just wants her to get
Yeah,
paid off.
just one to
Because
call.
the
Just
turn
one
was a
call.
race to 60, this one 90, she just wants a payoff. lah. It's gonna be hard for Shireen to fall this.
Yeah. If Shireen having a jack here, from based on my understanding, playing with her, I think she can fold lah.
She can?
But having a trips
Great.
here is like, even for myself, it's like so damn hard. Like getting min raise on the turn, then getting value bet on the river. Oh my god.
Because this sequence of action from me, I mean, she only flat the flop. She check raised the turn. She can have a 6 as well, right? So she can have 6, A6, 7-6, 8-6, this sort of hands. So there's a lot of 6s in her range. She can have 6-5 also, or even 6-4. So there are a lot of hands that May can have.
And see the bad news.
Showing May her card. I mean,
我猜你有啦。Either lead or jack 啦。
why is Joe smiling?
Seeing the
虽然
sick
又是
hand.
我，我们两个很惨，我们两个。
我打大你不要 call 啊，我 all in 你不会 call 啊。
Yeah, so May, you can see she was trying to explain why she didn't bet big on the river. She was scared that Shireen would fold. Maybe with a top pair she was fold.
Oh my god.
So Adrian, how did you all come about with this idea to do the stream in the first place?
Okay, actually, I was like thinking about this stream thing for quite some time
Okay.
since COVID times.
Ah.
So during post-COVID, I just pitch around the ideas here
If
and
you
there.
do it during COVID, I think the authorities will call you out.
Oh, sorry. We saw here
Kings.
Apple
Kings from Apple.
Kings raised to 17.
A lot of limpers, and then she raised to 17.
Joe decided to call.
Joe with Queen 10.
1 fold, man fold. Okay,
So heads up.
it's up. Oh my god.
This is a nice flop for Joe.
Interesting.
Top pair with flush draw and a decent kicker.
Interesting.
And Apple with the overpair.
And Joe decided to
bets
lay out. We have seen so many times now.
Yeah, the betting out,
on
right?
this stream, I've seen so many times now. Like there's a lot of like dong bet into the
Yeah.
pre-flop aggressor.
So a lot of times, usually people check to the aggressor.
Yes.
Whether it's flop, turn, or river. But
Yeah.
we have seen a few times the bet out, and sometimes that works. I mean, so far in the stream that has worked
Yeah,
quite a
on
bit.
this stream it works.
Yeah.
So
in
far,
this
so good.
sense, in a way, Joe has bet out and has taken control of the betting, and she
And-
turns 2 pair against
two.
the king. So her bet
The
out on the
flush
flop,
draw.
I think, caught Apple out a bit. She
Yes.
wasn't sure what that means, so she flat that call.
Yes,
On this turn, Joe is gonna bet out again. She did, and
it's a
I
bet
think Apple is
100.
is still gonna
Ooh.
call her. I mean, it's a bit hard to fold.
It's a pot size bet though.
Yeah. She'll definitely be a bit worried because she'll be thinking like, well, what the hell is going on?
Standing in Apple shoes, right? For now, if let's say I'm getting like a bet from Joe for $100 pot size bet, it's so difficult for me to continue.
Yeah.
You know what
I mean, I would think that Joe, if I were
Even if I
Apple-
hit my king,
So if I were
might not be
Apple
good.
with the kings, I would be thinking Joe here is afraid of a flush draw. Right? So I'm thinking if you're afraid of a flush draw, what do you have? I'm not
Sets,
sure
a
if
set,
Joe thinks her
top.
ace 10 would be good
Or
or whether she
8-10,
has 2
yeah.
pair or sets. I'm
Right,
not sure.
right.
So with the uncertainty and with double flush draw on the board on the turn now, a lot of times the king ends up calling still. Like it's a bit hard to fold here, to be honest.
yes, definitely. So
Unfortunately
especially
for-
when you're blocking out all the flush.
Yes, yeah, both flush.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's a little bit hard for Apple here. I sympathize with her. But Joe just ran it
As
ran
brick
it well.
as he can
good-
get.
good lah.
Oh my god. Now
The
if
seven
Joe
is quite-
leads out,
yeah,
if
the
Joe leads
seven-
out, Kings definitely tends to call more lah.
Definitely,
If it's
yeah.
a-
Because
you know,
the
miss flush
7
draw.
really doesn't. Aiyo,
She checked.
Aiyo. Joe, why-
Now,
why you check, Joe?
now, standing on Apple shoes, like, oh, did you miss the flush draw?
Yeah. So if according to what I was saying just now, maybe someone who has ace 10 is worried about flush draws
Yeah,
so bet out.
right.
So an ace 10 would check here now, lah, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe I don't know, a flush draw with a queen. I don't know. At the same time, there's a lot of hands that win me. I would like to check the kings here, but I don't know if Apple will.
Well, to me, it's like so tricky, man.
Because if Joe had a set or two pair here, normally she would bet. Or rather, normally a player would bet.
right.
So, I mean, it's a tough situation.
I
So
think
she
it's a
checks
good check.
back,
Like, it's a good check. Yeah, it's a good check. And double check.
Unfortunate.
The table is like quiet for
And then Joe laughs. Probably very relieved that her hand won.
yeah.
I won't say held up because he was behind, but yeah. But Ava has 1.6.
Yeah, 1.6.
That's a lot.
$1,000
So she's up
profit.
1,000.
Yeah. 1K. Saying we'll be keep improving ourselves lah, like the audio sound, the lightings, all this here and there. See what we can do to improve the
Yeah.
for the viewership. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all these are going on YouTube. So, guys, if you have any comments, any encouragement, or just some feedback, just share your comments on the
Yes.
on the clips also.
So then again,
As they always say, like, share, and subscribe.
yeah, like, share, and subscribe. So again, I'd like to give a big shout out to my production crew members, mainly Kai Lun, Bobby, Loon, and Joanne. So without these guys, again, like I said on first stream, this stream won't happen without these guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for coming on board and make this stream work. Yeah.
Yep. So back to the action.
Oh.
You can see Apple has pocket tens. I think she
Raised to 12,
a few callers, and then Van has ace king, and she's 3-bet this.
to 175.
So let's see. Oh, that's a very big raise here. I think Van with this bet size is just basically saying I want to take this down.
Right.
Because she's out of position, she's in the big blind. So I think she's just with 5-6 callers in here. She just wants to either take it down or let's play for everything. That's usually what this kind of bet size means lah.
So with like pocket tens, I don't know, what would you do like in this situation?
It's very difficult. It's very difficult, right? It's such a huge raise. It's such a huge raise. Huge raise. It is basically asking me to decide now.
Correct.
Because if I'm calling 160, I'm left with 300. It's really like what kind of flop you're hoping to see.
Correct.
Deuce 5, something like that.
Not much of a combination to go for.
Tough.
So it's either all in or full, for Apple here.
It's difficult. I mean, if you guys know the right way to play this, maybe you can comment or something.
你会抄什么呢？
Based on my understanding towards Apple, I don't think she will give up easily lah. Yeah.
So she's
And
all in.
yes, she's all in.
OK，这样我看不了。
Ace King is probably gonna call. So it's a flip lah. It's a classic flip. And we will see what happens.
Oh, so Joy is. Oh no, the Joy is full. Yeah.
I mean, if she calls with Jack 9 offsuit, I mean,
我在你可能你在想。
I think it's already moved on from Joy.
Correct.
She has no more cards around her.
I think we are just figuring out the stacks, the chips, all this. Yeah.
因为我把灯
Probably gone back to Van already. Or now going back to yeah.
我把灯。然后我把灯也没往没有代表什么
300 more. Back to Van.
Van is still thinking.
So based on the earlier streams, right? I don't think she's the type to give up also.
No, I don't think so. It's Ace King in this spot after 3-betting such a big
Yeah.
bet. I doubt so. But of course, she's also a little bit worried. I mean, she could easily against aces or kings.
She calls.
Right.
Yeah.
That's king.
She says she's a bit surprised that it's a pocket tens.
这个是 part 3吗？你肯定
Some of them are very excited.
Everyone's like getting excited. The whole table is just
Classic
crazy
flip
now.
Classic flip, ace 10, ace king against So I think they're thinking about how many times they want to run this.
Right.
不好意思啊，直接讲清
And
楚。
Van is asking Apple to decide.
So
完全可以。
Once?
So once is offered, once is taken. So we're just doing it once. Yep. Ace king is
Once.
tens.
Doing
So let's
once.
see if ace king hits or not.
Yep.
She hits two pair.
等一下还在
Very hard.
完蛋
It's the hard.
There's some back doors. One of 10 back doors came in.
And a gut shot
Gut
straight.
shot or flush draw. Let's see if she hits.
Sweat.
Oh.
拿去拿去。
So ace king hits. And basically doubles.
Clappings all around. Celebrations. Celebrations.
So Van's stack is now at 1.1. So that was quite a big pot for them.
Right. I think the total pot is 998. Yeah. It's like $2 shy of 1K
是这样打的，
pot.
一定是这样打。
Unfortunately
他觉得没有，
for
我的觉得
我
我
很快吗？
But how will you play at this end?
I really don't know.
You really don't know?
I really don't know. To be
You
honest.
know how I play? You know how I play?
Yeah.
Depends whether I'm losing or winning.
Well, I mean that's not wrong to be honest. Like if maybe you are up 500 and then you want to risk
Yeah, right.
the 600 to play.
Correct,
that's
correct.
possible.
Yeah.
Because stance is really very difficult there. Lah. I mean, both of them showed a lot of strength.
应该是这样了。
You know, Van clearly showed that she didn't want to see a flop. She wanted to take down there. So usually with this kind of approach where they just want to take it down, a lot of times it's ace king. A lot of times it's also like queens. You know, so it's really difficult for tens there. Lah.
Right, right.
So now next hand, a couple of ace kings. I mean, Joy and Man both have ace king here.
Oh, so Joy +1 limb with
Nobody
ace king.
has raised in the two ace kings in this group. Nobody raised.
So given my understanding to Joy, right, I think she's going for the limb raise. Yeah,
okay.
but I don't understand why
But
Man
too
is...
bad Man on the button didn't raise.
Right. I don't understand the limping on the button.
Yeah. So I
But
think
probably
the-
like more aggressive players are on the left.
Oh, definitely raise.
then maybe she can just limb
yeah,
raise
but
again.
then again, Man for when her turn is to act, I think she sees like 4, 5, 6 limpers.
Yes.
At that point in time, you probably have to raise. Lah.
Correct,
Like you
correct.
cannot depend on she's the dealer button, so she can't depend on the blinds to be raising it to 7.
Yeah.
So at that point in time, you probably have to.
But I think given the action, like her left is like Van, Ava,
Yeah.
there's like more aggro players.
That's
you
true.
know, I think they are raising.
So Van here has top pair, and PDY has a pair and flush draw. And Joy has called also with the ace king high,
抽烟了，等一下。
hoping to hit catch an ace or a king.
现在走，看完
Joy calling it the ace king high,
Okay, okay.
floating one
And she hits the
straight
king, but unfortunately it's the flush for PDY.
Van decided to lead out with Jack 3.
Two pairs.
Yep,
Oh, she
two
flopped.
pairs.
你
Yeah.
还在楼下等你啊？
Okay, and Joy now is a little bit difficult. She's probably gonna call this with the top pair. She can't really raise here because there's a flush draw here and stuff.
I think it's
Looks
a
like
raise. It's
Yes,
a
she raised
raise.
to
The
135. And
135.
PDY is feeling a bit frustrated because
It's all in
she's
for
a bit
PD.
fearful
Yeah.
that Joy might have a flush herself.
我丢了，丢了。
Let's see if Van calls the raise as well.
I don't think Van can call. I don't think Van can call. Yeah, she folds. She folds.
I cannot go live, so I have to change.
你bet 50了，108你不要报。SK
Yeah.
Flash，你是什么 Flash？
看到吗？突拍突。
So what do you think of the raise
大姐。
from
Joy.
Joy? Yeah.
I think that's really not
放
necessary.
下，我们就放下，因为我都想了零号。
But I mean, like, given
Really not necessary.
given her position to raise, right? I mean, like, it sometimes can drive out two pairs, pair or something like
我们
that.
等一下再。
I don't know.
I mean, there was is three-handed on the river, so
Yeah.
let's just say she gets. Okay lah, I mean it's possible, yes, that you
Yeah.
have maybe Van with two pair, then she raise, she gets Van out, but she doesn't know what PDY has behind.
Right.
It's a bit of a high risk situation.
很少。
I think she was calling the turn ace king high just to catch the king or ace. So she obviously did. So it's a call. In my opinion, it's a call situation on the river.
Right. So now actually, players are on break.
You see a lot of these kind of hands being raised by people at this stakes of game, you know,
Yeah.
because usually it's multi-way. You have your suited connectors, and you see Joy here with the 3-bet for $60 with Ace Queen,
Right.
and May is thinking here with Kings.
Ooh. I like the 3-bet from Joy lah. Then I mean it's the correct thing to do.
Yeah, and you can
So-
see May here with the Kings. She looks confident.
It's just
She's
unlucky
already-
that
she's already stacking all
yeah.
her chips up in one tower.
It's just unlucky that Joy run into May's Kings on the
Yeah.
small blind. All in. That's a bit of huge.
Mm.
Huge
But you
all
can
in.
also see from her body language, like from May,
Mm.
it's strong, like, you know, her body language.
Yeah, yeah.
And knowing May, you know, playing with her a bit, when she does this kind of all in,
She's not
it's
playing around.
Yeah, it's not playing around, you know. It's not your pocket nine. It's not that kind of thing.
Yeah. So again, given my understanding to Joy, she's kind of like, you know, players who don't lay hands down easily.
Mm.
可以回去看 video
because
的。
it's queen. See video.
So May is telling her she can see the video, don't have to call. But Joy does have 30%, I mean 32%. you can see
Yeah,
on the
just one
screen.
over. Yeah. Because some players tend to like, you know, holding on
Yeah.
with ace queen, you know, yeah.
But you can see May is also like just conversing with her and how comfortable
how
she
confident
is.
she is,
So
yeah.
you know that May has not with
Has
her
the
hand
goods
here.
lah. Yeah.
In fact, what you're afraid of if you're Joy is that whether May has ace king, right? 'Cause
Right.
That
Or
would be-
aces. Yeah.
Yes.
But I mean like ace queen suited against like all in hands, like it's very subjective to players. Against like players like May, I think you can fold.
yes.
Probably against like, you know, Ava.
Yeah, maybe you.
Fan, probably, you know, you can tank a bit.
Also, one thing that if you notice what May did,
Yeah.
she took out her $60 chips already,
Yep.
and then she was so when this is something that I noticed happens sometimes, not all the time.
Yeah.
When someone already takes out their calling chips,
Yeah.
and then they will reach back and get the rest of the other chips to raise again.
Okay.
It's usually a sign that
This is super gamble.
it's very strong because they are already not folding, they're already taking out the calling chips, and then like fake thinking whether they are want to raise or not. You know, that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
要 run 几次？一次啊。
It's not always true, but I mean I've seen that happen a lot of times. So I think they are running it.
Oh, there's Joy call. Okay.
Yes. Oh,
Okay, GG.
upset.
Okay,
Full house. That's it.
that's it.
So they ran one time.
因为我不想要 fit 了。他们
Unfortunate
又
for
rest
Joe.
rest rest。
Joy.
It's doing well in our
对
game lah.
对，
Yeah,
可以
yeah.
看 video。
Yeah.
Because she doesn't do too much silly stuff like
Correct.
she just plays her APC
Yeah.
and you know you can't really do much against that unless
right.
you hit your hand.
再多一个。你 trust
Okay, so Apple here, UTG, she games with
King 7.
这
7
么丑
suited.
还有都不怎么想法。
Okay, Joe on the cutoff, that's called with ace 10 offsuit. That's a nice hand. She can even raise pre-flop with the hand if she wants to. Okay. And there are a couple of other limpers.
Right. So it's a limp pot.
Okay, so Apple here has a flush draw, king high flush draw. She has decided to bet out. No one has really hit a
$10.
queen here. So
Yeah.
$10 into the pot is a pot size bet.
And Joe
Most of them don't
decides,
have much here.
Yeah, and Joe decides to call with ace 10.
But
Okay.
Joe has decided to float here with the ace 10 high.
To peel
with
off.
a backdoors, a couple of backdoors.
Yep.
Okay, so one of the backdoor cards has come in. Joe now has a gut shot
Yep.
with Apple's flush draw.
Check on the turn.
Yeah, check on the turn. Both have checked. Oh,
And the king,
And the
the
king has
magic
come.
card, giving Apple the top pair and complete Joe nut straight.
yeah, and Apple has decided to bet out here. I mean, she would think that her hand is good here most of the time.
Yes.
At most, she's usually against a queen. So she bet $19 into a $30 pot. That's fine. And Joe here, of course, with the nuts, she's probably going to raise there. And you can see she raised to
Raise to 4-0.
40. That's actually
Okay.
a quite small raise.
Yes, quite a smallish race.
With the nuts here and also with someone betting out here, you would know they hit queen, jack, or king.
Yep.
You know, so I think you can even go higher if she wants to. And Apple here is probably wondering what's going on. You know, I think she
And this
calls.
has to
Is
call.
she raising it? She calls the king, and then she turns her hand over. She probably thought she won the hand. But Joe
I think,
showed the nuts.
yeah, I think Apple didn't saw the ace stand.
Yeah, I mean it's quite hard to see the ace stand there because it's more like a runner straight.
Right.
So I don't think she would have expected to really lose the hand. Maybe she's expecting like a king queen where she lost the best.
Correct.
So but I don't think she really expected an ace stand.
Yeah.
You know, just to be known as a player, right? I mean, sometimes some people do want to be known, want to be
Correct.
infamous or famous,
Yes,
whichever way
yeah.
you call it. So I guess that's the only benefits per se.
But I think that other than this duo, you also can, watch yourself, replay, review with your, players that you look up to, lah.
That's
you know?
true.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
I guess you can use the session to review it. something
Correct,
like that.
correct.
But then again,
Provided you are playing normally, lah.
yes. But then again, also you can probably do that even without a stream.
Yeah. I
If
mean,
you really want to-
but because based on off
It's
stream, you
recorded,
can't.
lah.
Yeah,
It's recorded.
you can't really exactly see any hands. But even sometimes folding hands on certain spots, certain position, you also can be discussed. Yeah.
I guess
So
you're right.
yeah, so I thought that it's a kind of good thing.
I mean, like for example, if the players think, your opinion and my opinion is worth anything, they can probably hear us to what lah?
Right.
Hear our opinions about their play.
So over here we have May raising and PDD 3 betting to 40.
No, Ava raising.
Oh, Ava
And
raising
then
to 12.
PDD to 3 betting to $40.
And May call the 3 bet.
May call with pocket 8s, Manmoy call with pocket 5s.
And what will I think
Ava
Ava
will
most
probably
likely will
call.
call. lah.
So 3 pocket pairs to the flop. Let's see if anybody hits sets. So as I mentioned just now, PDD is PDY. You see, she doesn't really do a lot of funky things.
Correct.
So you see her 3 bet here.
Ooh, it's a set of a set. Oh my god.
So she's hit a set of
Oh my
kings.
god.
And
Man
Manman
hit
has
a
hit a
set of
5s. I think
5.
that's unfortunate.
Oh my god.
Oh
my
pre-flop, she's calling pocket 5s. I think that's quite standard. So set over set here. Unfortunately, I think.
And Ava.
And Ava is trying to
Ava.
bet out here.
I think she got the mentality that she's no, I got nothing. I'll just like try and take it down
That's
from here.
interesting.
Yeah. And if there's caller, I'll just give up.
Yeah.
Probably lah.
Ace King 5.
And it's quite heavy though.
Ace
75.
King 5 on a pre-flop 3 bet range. Yeah.
40, so it's about 160. She's betting like slightly more than half the pot. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think PDY here can safely just flat.
Correct.
Because there's really not
It's
much
too
here.
dry lah. The
It's
flop
very
is too dry. Yeah.
What are you worried about? You're
Correct.
worried about maybe a Jack 10 floating with to hit a gut shot.
Yeah.
You're not really expecting to lose to aces here.
Right.
So I think she flatting here is the right move. There's really nothing that beats her.
Same goes for Manman. I
Yeah.
think she should flat here.
And I think Amaman
Yeah.
is a bit unfortunate here because for a flop, when it's a 3 bet and there's an ace king 5,
Yeah.
a lot of times you're gonna be facing ace king,
Mm.
right? And then if you're facing ace king, you're hoping to get it in. Unfortunately, this point the other opponent has kings, right?
Right.
I mean, of course, there's always possibility she have kings or aces.
Yeah.
If you play pocket 5s, hit a set here, I think nothing much you can do. So let's see if she checks this turn.
The pot is like 3, 8, 9.
And also looking at the stack sizes, I
Yeah,
think there's
it's
nothing
like-
much Manman can do.
Yeah.
Because it's already a 1-to-1 ratio.
Correct.
I mean, if you're gonna fold this, what else you gonna play?
Right.
Ava obviously has nothing here, so she.
I don't think Manman is going anywhere here. So like, okay,
looks
so
like-
so she's decided to donk out.
She looks like she's gonna bet
Yeah.
this turn. Maybe
donk-
the flush
donk
draw
back to
came
the-
in, so she's a bit wary of that. So she wants to protect her hand.
So we can see that Ava donk back into the pre-flop aggressor, and now Manman.
So she's taking quite a bit of time here. She so far hasn't shown taking a lot of time. So with her taking
all
so much
in.
time and then she all in is extremely strong.
I think probably because of the flush draw,
Yeah,
she decides to.
unfortunately,
it's a
PDY
snap
has
call.
the hand that
Pain.
So you can see Mama says just run it once.
Yeah.
This is just a cooler spot for her.
我是 pocket 八啊。
So usually like when players facing coolers and coolers and coolers, I mean it's part of the game. Yes, it's true, but long term wise, I believe you still need to do the right thing somehow.
这个
Yeah.
一定有人
I don't think Man did anything wrong.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
It's a set of the set.
It's a-
It's
yeah.
Flop 40. She had like, I think
看
five,
比例啊，看比例啊。 你忘记你看比例？
Yeah.
别了，
she hits a set with ace king.
我有 pocket 八，我才 call 了 pocket 八
You would be kind of happy to get it.
pocket 啦，把我要看一下啦，没有就丢掉了。
Ace King kind of hands. Yeah.
So
你可以 check video 了，没有乱讲了。
check video，Q 说 check video，
其实他 raise 我不大要，可是他又把灯，我以为他是要
there, that's
啊，我
extremely
是
safe.
想啊，
So usually one thing that poker teach me, right, is that just move on
想要不要
from coolers.
叫一手啊。
Don't think so much. It's just another cooler. Just move on.
Easier said than done.
Correct,
Easier
correct,
said than
correct,
done.
correct.
Most of us will also, of course, feel a bit
Yeah.
frustrated lah that situation happened. So let's see if that opens up Man to playing more hands. Not sure how she reacts to such a hand. Will she go a bit on tilt, start playing more aggressively, or maybe she opens up her pre-flop
Right,
range,
right.
play more hands.
Right.
A lot of people do that. So let's see.
我
if
也
that
是，
happens.
因为你觉得，因为你觉得 Ace King，
But I think so far she's taking it well, lah. Yeah.
没有你
Probably on stream also. So she don't want to show too much.
最好是加入他 Ace King，他们
没有啦，
他 re-raise，
他 re-raise
他 call，
The ladies are still talking about the previous hands, the set over set hands.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest hand so far in terms of hand lah.
Yeah, in terms of hands
not in
lah.
terms
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
pot.
那 flop 出来有 Ace 和 King 就很贼啊。
So let's see on this flop. Joy has
Oh,
flopped the straight.
yep. From the world.
Yep. So she bet 20 and getting some callers too. May with the gut shot to chop with Joy if the 5 comes. Shireen has the gut shot to the 10 for the nuts.
Nope, it's a pair board.
So it's a pair board.
Brick for everyone.
Nobody really has any of that. So
Joy
but
decided
decides
to check. Okay, that's interesting.
That's a bit conservative, considering that she's been quite aggressive
Yeah.
in her hands. I'm surprised she checks there.
Yeah.
Is
That's
she gonna
surprised.
check raise? I don't know. Shireen now betting up, representing the 8. Let's see what Joy does.
On a pair board and double flush draw.
You can see from her body language she's like a bit uncomfortable. I don't know if that's on purpose or genuine. But she might actually really be
Uncomfortable,
fearful of
yeah.
the full house.
Right. And now complete the
Yeah,
flush.
and now the river obviously is not a great cut for her because if opponent had bet out the turn with a flush draw, backdoor flush draw,
Right.
it's there now.
Right.
At the same time, it's also a possible higher straight draw. So a lot of things have come in lah. I guess if she was already check calling the turn, no reason for us to bet out the
Yeah.
river.
But given my understanding, Shireen would try definitely.
There she goes.
And Joy won't fold.
No, there's no way Joy will fold lah.
Given my understanding
Yeah,
of these
there's no way.
players, lah. Huh?
So it's bet of 75.
75, I think it's
doubt-
just a very easy
yeah,
call.
it's a
lah.
call.
Yeah, it's just a very easy call for Joy. She call, right?
So
She raised! Oh my god, she raised!
Okay, I think everything I
It's
said
a min
you
raise.
can throw out the window.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Everything I said.
My understanding towards Joy is not that.
So just now I said she genuinely looked uncomfortable and all that. Is
Oh, and Shireen
She
calls. Oh my god. Oh my god. Shireen calls.
so I
I
guess
think-
Joy wasn't uncomfortable.
Yeah, Joy wasn't uncomfortable. Probably she's like trapping, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was surprised that Shireen calls. I mean, it's a min raise, even though it's a min raise. Lah.
That's quite creative.
But I think like
PDY here again, you can see her raise is with ace queen. Again, all just the legit hands that she's raising with. Oh, and Apple has aces.
可以 engage
So let's see how far this goes. So PDY has raised to 16 with ace queen, and Apple will 3-bet to how much? To $80. So that's quite a big raise. Wow. I think PDY will probably play this very cautiously, considering she's now faced with a big 3-bet.
She decides to call.
Yeah,
I think it's okay to call. I think it's okay.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. She's in position also.
Yeah.
So why not? It'd be quite unfortunate for her if it's a queen high flop, which it is.
Oh.
But it's also 3 clubs, so that might
Slow down at the aces, yeah.
Yeah.
超多哎，
So Apple here deciding what to do.
他背景他等下给你 pair，有你揾頭晒。
She's gonna bet out. Oh, she's probably hoping to take the pot down at this point because it's quite a dangerous flop with 3 clubs.
So I mean, for both players, holding hands is like tough lah.
Yeah.
Without any clubs.
PDY will probably just flat call this.
Yeah.
No reason to blow the pot without any clubs. It's still quite a dangerous flop.
Ooh.
And the 4th club comes. Probably just gonna go check in this case. Both of them will be quite frustrated with the 4th club there.
Right.
Thinking the other opponent has the club.
Right.
So from this point of view, PDY probably has more clubs in her range than Apple. You know, if Apple checks here, PDY can even think about possibly betting that turn to take the pot away. Although even PDY has no club.
Right.
You know, I think Apple has shown strength but yet checking that turn.
Right.
I mean, she could be trapping of course, but you know, at this point of time, you don't really like your ace queen anymore. So you might want to even contemplate trying to take the pot away on the turn.
Right. If PDD is going to win, she's gonna have to bet here lah.
Yeah, because if you just let your hand hold up, you're basically only winning ace king here or pocket tens.
Ooh. Okay.
So that's what
sensible
PDY
bet.
has done. So she's bet
Ooh.
150, and Apple doesn't really have a choice here.
Yeah.
This is 4 clubs.
Not flush.
PDY called the flop. Usually a call the flop means with
我感觉是
Yeah,
哎，
right.
这个
Very
比
difficult
我
for
感觉
aces
有哎，
to play there.
Right.
他有点紧张。
Kudos to both. I think they both kind of played it as per normal.
这个假币没有，这个假币。
那现在到他。
他被你弄到 blush 了。哎，上哎。哎，一直唱你赢哎，你一直唱啊。
PDD picking up hands. Raise to 12. Joe. Call it ace 10.
他手脚很快。
Okay, so 2-way on the flop. Ace king versus ace 10.
So far, these two ladies, I mean, their hands are quite legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can see both hit the ace here.
And I don't, yeah.
Fortunate for Joe. She's probably gonna have to call PDY down.
Bet of 22 and call.
Unless the turn is a 10.
Six. It is still bets. I think it's okay to bet.
I think if you look at the body language here also, like for example PDY bet that flop.
Right.
So she looked like she instantly called that.
Right.
So it's most likely she's either having the ace or she has a flush draw.
But river now is one card straight.
Yeah, unfortunately river is a one card straight, so that brings a little bit of doubt. But I think PDY, you can see she's still betting the river.
I'm betting 50 into 140
Because
pot.
if you go with that read on the flop that she's either drawing or has an ace,
Mm.
you can value bet that turn. And I think on the river, it's also hard for Joe
To lay
raise,
down, yeah.
Well, not just lay down, but as in it's hard for Joe to raise her back without a straight.
Yeah. But if Joe raise here,
Then
then it's gonna be baller. Gonna be damn baller.
Yeah, because based on player profiling, it's hard for Joe to raise the river.
Yeah, definitely.
Anything besides a straight.
Correct.
二打应该是 18
The VP
好，我比较容易算。
fan 62%.
Still the same as
Joe 54%. The rest is on average about 40%. Man is on 38%. Pre-flop raise, Ava Sherin Van is a top 3 raiser.
这里可以抽烟了，这么好。
我应该是输最多。不可能啦，反正你要一直传过来这样。我买1000呢，我买
Then
1000。
the aggression frequency is looking at Ava Sherin and Van, top 3.
要不是很陪我们在前面。我都要一直转过来，不要停，要我帮你们弄出一点。
Yep. Went to showdown.
从6派有的少，你应该急啊！现在有人。
So we see PDD ends up winning, the biggest winner, followed by Joe, Ava, and May. And the biggest loser we have now is Man Man, Van, Sherin, Apple, followed by Joy. But I can feel for Man Man and Sherin, you know.
Yeah.
It's like
It's quite unfortunate. I
Yeah,
think Man had a few hands where a bit more choice.
correct.
And then Sherin just couldn't get anything going for momentum.
Right.
I think Van lost because there were a couple of big hands. I think the 10s versus jacks. was
Yes.
one of it.
Yes.
Yeah, and Apple
So
also
so does
the
Apple at the
kings.
10s versus Ace King.
Yeah, and also the kings against Joe's
Yeah.
mid 10.
Right.
Yeah. So half the table won, half the table lost. I think this is quite
专业，
Right.
很多种角度。
So anyway, yep, that sums up the stream. So Aaron, thank you for coming on the commentary booth.
Oh, thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, and I will see you on stream soon.
Yes, I probably will.
Can and yep, thank you so much for viewing, and I see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.